Hey, 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 day 29. It's amazing. This is so exciting. We're really reaching our goal. So, without further ado, let's get started so we can move on to day 30 tomorrow. Here we are, day 29, the second to last day. It's amazing. We've come so far. I really can't believe it. There were so many times in this process that I wanted to stop, but we're moving on. I've prioritized this. My family knows that I need to get this done first before I do anything else, and I know I have to do that because I won't get it done. I've allowed myself some breaks. I did extra work on some days so that I could take a day off. And you could do that. You could double up on these videos. You could start them all over again. You could do so much. And tell your friends to try out these videos too if they're having trouble focusing and getting ready for these auditions. I think that these can really be helpful if you really use them and commit to it. So here we are practicing our state of mind when we're in an audition. The thing that I'm hearing Don Green say a lot that I think is important is it's going to be really hard to calm yourself down in an audition. And maybe, although I do feel like we need to breathe and slow our pulse down, maybe you shouldn't freak out if you're not calming down. What you want to do is harness that energy and really use it for good. So I like to use it for musical, emotional feelings. When I'm in front of an audience, I feel something that's very intense, and I try to feel that intensity of emotion, express it, and give it back to the audience. And it makes it very satisfying. It makes it feel like a real engaging performance, and you can even do that in an audition. I want you to feel all this stuff. Feel good towards yourself because you've worked so hard and now you're doing it. Encourage yourself. Don't give up. Breathing 3 times, feeling the pulse, visualizing yourself just before you play is a really good way to take those voices in your head that might be telling you something else, something like you can't do this, or I'm scared, or anything else. It's going to slow down your brain and you're going to program positive things, and you're going to visualize yourself doing really well. So as we move forward, we're going to play a chromatic scale. I want you to start breathing 3 times, or however many times you need to, and we're going to visualize ourselves playing the chromatic scale. The pulse is going to be at 54. Let me move this a little closer. Now this should be from memory because you can totally do it. Let's try 16th notes. So feel that pulse. 1 E and 2 E and All right, put that flute up. You can totally do this. Ready, go. Very good. Now I want to focus on the upper octave. So let's start on this C, and we're going to play up to the high C and then back down. Let's play 8th notes first, but we're going to slur and tongue down. So deep breath again. Feel lightness. Feel like you're rising taller as you play this. Ready, go. Good, we're gonna do it like 8th notes one more time. Deep breath in, ready, go. Good, as you play it, concentrate on what's happening in your body. If you're moving too much, you might be moving your flute too much. So hold your body still, grounded, tall, shoulders are coming back and down as you get higher. Okay, now we're gonna do it one more time like 16ths. All right, ready, go. good. So remember, spend the most time on the hardest part of the music that you're working on so that you're using your time wisely and you can really get a lot done quickly. Now we're going to try our sharp scales. We're going to stick with A major and E major today. So let me find those here. I see them. Seeing them on the camera is one thing. There we go. All right, so let's try at 60. Let's try 16th notes. I'm actually going to make it a little slower. Let's do it at 56. 16th notes, slurring up, tonguing down, and triplet A major arpeggio. Okay, deep breath in. You can do this. You've practiced for this. A major, ready, go. Good. So write out anything. If that high A feels like it's hard to read when you're just playing it, write in an A right above it. You can do that. It's okay. So let's do that one more time. Beautiful sound. Press that flute into your chin. Make sure that your hands are working together to keep your flute stable. All right, deep breath in. Ready, go. Very good. Let's do the same thing with E major. So 4 sharps. Deep breath in. You can do this. Ready, go. Let's try it one more time, just like that. Give yourself a chance to breathe. Shake out your shoulders a little bit. Shake your knees a little bit. Deep breath in. Ready, go. Great. Now, it's time to move on. We're working on the Badinerie today. So I want to start with the second half of it. We're really just trying to feel comfortable with the breathing and getting it nice and fast. So let's start right here at this forte second half. Let's see. I'm going to keep the metronome on at 56. This is going to be our 8th note tempo. Da. No, that's not. That's our quarter note tempo. Dum, dee, da, dum, dee, da, da. Dee, da, da. See how that feels. Deep breath in. You can do this. Breathe out one more time. Know that you've practiced for this. Breathe in. Feel the emotions that you want to feel. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be joyous. It's going to be like fireworks. All right. One more deep breath in. Let's begin. Ready, go. How did that feel? I hope that felt good. There were a couple spots where I think we should mark the breathing. I think here would be a good place to mark it. Here. Be sure to come off this A in enough time to get a really good breath before all of these wonderful 16ths. Okay? and here also. Okay, let's try it again at 60 this time. A little faster. All right. Second half, don't forget we're starting here. Turn on the metronome. Okay, deep breath in, shoulders back and down. Ready, go. That tempo at 60. All right, let's try it one more time. Let's try 72. All right, so shake it out. This is your last time for this today. Breathe in deeply. Feel the energy of how you want to play this. Ready, go. Okay, for some of you that might have been a little too fast. So if that's the case, please don't try it that fast. I hope for some of you it was just exciting and really fun, and you know that you can go faster and faster, and it's just exciting and you're on your way. Everybody go the tempo that works for them. I'm sorry if it's not easy right now to play it with the video. If I was with you in the same room, we'd find your perfect tempo. Okay, so now let's do the same thing looking at the first half. We're going to start it slow. This is a great way to practice, and take notes in your practice notebook and say, this is where I was today and this is where I want to be tomorrow. Playing at 3 different tempos is great. You could do it 3 times at a slow tempo and then 3 times a little bit faster. You have to tailor it for what works for you, but that repetition is good. Okay, so here we are at 54. Breathe in deeply. Imagine the orchestra is playing with you. This is great music. Breathe out. Feel the pulse. Tell yourself you've practiced for this. You can do this. Ready, go. I gave you enough time to breathe. Remember, as you're starting, you're only going to sound as good as your breath. So you've got to have a really good breath, and it's going to help you sound even better. Here we are at 60. I want you to let out all the air in your lungs. As you breathe in, feel the energy of what you're going to play. Then breathe out again. I want you to hear yourself playing this, just like Emmanuel Pahud, or just like all the other great flutists that are out there playing it. Breathe in, and this time we're going to play. Ready, go. really good because I took a good breath. Okay, now we are at 72. Last time today, so shake out your arms, shake out your legs. Make sure that your neck is tall and you're not leaning forward. Okay, ready, deep breath in, ready, go. So hard to stop there. Good, you did great. Okay, now we're gonna practice our audition. So we're gonna play A flat major from memory. We're gonna set the metronome at 60, so it's gonna fly. Here we are at 60. Tell yourself you can do this. Breathe out. Feel the pulse. 1 E ended, 2 E ended. Make music on this, even though it's a scale. Think 4 flats. Okay, now take a deep breath in to get ready to play. Ready, go. Good. Now to practice, just in case that felt too fast, we're going to play the same scale as 8th notes. Okay? So deep breath in. Ready, go. Very good. Okay, we're going to move on. Imagine you've just played your major scale in the audition room. Now you are going to play part of your solo. And they will have their own copy of it for you on the stand. And they'll have it marked exactly where they want you to play. Today, just for fun, they probably won't do this, but I'm going to have us do it just in case. We're going to practice the whole double, okay? So I'm going to put our 8th note on 80. And we're going to try it out, okay? So no repeats, just go right to the second endings. Let your air out and think about this double. How does this go again? Bum, 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 bum. Remember, imagine the videos that you've heard with the harpsichord and the cello playing the continuo behind you. And they're playing the Polonaise, right? So that's what they're playing for the melody, and you're playing this gorgeous flute solo written by Bach for flute. So fantastic. Hold on to yourself on the 30 seconds. We want to hear every single 30 seconds, so don't rush through them. Push the air. Be ready to be nervous while you're playing them, so you know what to do. You need to get that air to support your fingers and slow them down a little bit. All right, let's go for it. Ready and go. And then, in your mind, return back up to the Polonaise and play the entire piece. Okay, very good work. That was a little bit faster than we've done, and I like it. So hopefully that felt good to you. If it didn't, slow it down and don't play it that fast until you're ready to. It will seem rather fast when you do it up to the tempo that they've given you of 100, or no, of 60. Okay. Oh, wait! We played it way too fast. That's good news. So now we can slow it down. Let's see. Oh, no. Sorry, I'm thinking out loud. Okay, so here's 60. So we were playing the 8th note at 80. So that's okay. We did good. All right, so here's our chromatic scale. We've gone into a different room. We're breathing deeply. Remember, when you're out in the hall, you're with a lot of flute players who are nervous, and their energy can sometimes be contagious. But you are an island of calm, and I want you to be positive. I want you to be kind and generous to the flute players around you. Tell them they can do it too. They can do this. And I want you to just be calm. You can wear headphones and listen to good music, or calming music, or maybe Don Green talking about how to be less crazy when you're auditioning. Okay, so now we're in the next room. We're going to play our chromatic scale. Let's try 16th notes at 54. Okay, so let all your air out before you play your chromatic scale in the audition. I want you to breathe, feel the pulse. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3. I want you to breathe out. Tell yourself you've practiced this a lot. You love chromatic scales. You sound amazing on them. It's going to be the best chromatic scale they're going to hear all day. And I want you to go for it. Don't give up in the middle of the scale. As you get to the high notes, try even harder. But relax your muscles so that you're not too tight as you play. Okay, last chance to breathe in. Ready, go. Now our next thing we're going to do is imagine you've just played your chromatic scale and they want you to play more of the Bach. So let's play the second part of the Polonaise. Okay, so here we are. Second line. I love this part. Remember, we've done this before, pretending we're auditioning. This is the high point. It's going to be gorgeous and fun. And you have your wonderful trills now that you're so good at. All right, here's 60. Let the air go. Hear it before you play it, so as you're breathing in, start getting the feeling of what you're going to be playing. Breathe in deeply. Ready, go. Fantastic. Okay, the very last thing we'll do is practice our sight reading. For today's sight reading, I'm giving you Cécilienne from Pelléas et Mélisande by Gabriel Fauré. Hopefully I said it correctly. Now let's see. Let's pick a random place. One thing that I want you to do, let's just go to the beginning because it offers some good counting. If you're looking at a sight reading that's in 6/8, one thing you could do is think of it in 6. So every 8th note's going to get the beat. So here's beat 6, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6. So you could try that. You could also try thinking of it in 2, which is what I'm going to do. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, so here's our tempo. You might want to do both 6 and 2, just so that you're using all of your counting that you possibly can, okay? So actually, as I'm thinking out loud, I'm going to put it on the 8th note. But in your mind, as you're playing all of these, I want you to see the groupings. Here's a group, here's a group. All right? Let's see if we can play down to 4. Okay? All right, good luck, everybody. Remember, come at sight reading with a sense of playfulness, and it's something new, and you're going to just do your best. So why not? So look at the key. We've got B flat and E flat. It says dolce, so we're going to play this sweetly and softly, and we're going to tap out the 8th note. So anytime you have a rest, remember this is the 8th note. I'm saying that out loud so I remember it. Okay, I'm going to count to 5, and we're going to come in on 6. So deep breath in, hold your shoulders back and down. Even though you're sight reading and doing something new, you've practiced sight reading, and you're going to hold yourself like you know you can do this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was a huge challenge. If you don't know that song, that sight reading was really a good challenge, but it definitely wasn't easy to just sight read in 6, especially 4A. But this music is worth knowing. So what I want you to do is try to find a copy of this and start playing it because it's so pretty. Go to YouTube and listen to it so it's in your ear. The more music that you know and you're familiar with, sight reading will be a lot easier. Okay, you did great. We did great. Tomorrow is our last day, and we're going to celebrate a little bit on day 30 and go to the centered flute, and you can look up music tips, anything you need to help you, and we're all set to go. I'm really proud of you and really happy for you, and I want you to be very aware of the fact that what you're doing, sticking to a goal, is something that not everybody can do, and you've done it, and it's a gift to yourself, and you're amazing. All right, I'll see you tomorrow on day 30.